where she leads domestic violence programs, language access, is on the forefront of fighting for education equity, doing cross-movement building with communities of color all over Chicago. She has touched the lives of many immigrant Arab and Muslim women in Chicago, and on October 2012, she was arrested for immigration fraud. For something she refrained from saying that she was in the Israeli jails on immigration papers 20 years ago. She's been a citizen of this country for 20 years. We know that this is not about immigration, but it's the clear attack on Palestinian activism, on the repression of our communities, and she is fighting. AROC has been involved with that fight ever since, and we're continuing to fight. And I'd like to introduce Rama Qasid, who's a member of the Arab Resource and Organizing Center, who's going to tell you a little bit about that fight.
Hello, everyone. Like Reem said, my name is Rama Qasid. I'm a member of the Arab Resource and Organizing Center in San Francisco. We have been working on Rasmiya Auda's case for the past year, over a year. Just to give you all a little bit of a background, in 1969, Rasmiya was picked up along with 500 other Palestinians by the Israeli military. She was detained for 45 days and sexually tortured and raped during those 45 days. And as a result, was pushed to confess to a bombing that took place 2 months before her detainment. And as a result, when she came here, she was asked on her immigration papers a question of whether she was a felon or convicted of a crime. And there was some confusion around that question, and hence she's been arrested and found guilty of what they're calling unlawful procurement of nationalization. Rasmiya will be sentenced on March 12th. Her sentencing is happening this Thursday on March 12th. We don't know what happened to the sentencing. We know that it's not going to be good, but we also want you all to know that the fight has just begun. Right? Regardless of what happens on March 12th, we are planning, we are organizing, we are working, we are going to appeal until Rasmiya is free. So Rasmiya wanted to send you all a message. I'm going to read it all. She's been grateful for all the work that's been happening nationwide, and this is her message to you. I am so lucky to have all of you in my life. I want to tell you that your activism, your creative support has changed the negative reaction against me, especially when I was in the detention center. Your intensive phone calls and demonstrations, the support letters that I've received from you, played a great role in breaking the isolation and providing a warm feeling in my heart and mind in the freezing cell. With your support, I was able to face all the challenges and difficulties that threatened my life and my moral. Just to give you all a little bit of background, because I don't think I said this, when she was found guilty in October, this past November, the judge decided to detain her right away. Right? He said she was a flight risk, right? Suggesting that a single woman with no children has no ties to a community, right? Ignoring the fact that there were 200 women every day, more than 200 women in the courtroom every day that the judge would not let the jury see, that they put in another room, right? So she's talking about her experience in that short time when she was detained. As a result of our organizing, continuous organizing after they detained her, we were able to get her out on bond. So she's currently released on bond. To friends and supporters, you are all coming today to celebrate International Workers' Women Day, to support me and my legal team, and to stand up for justice. As you know, justice is not a gift or handout that we wait for someone to give us. Justice is a human right that we must be fought for and won. Yes, yes, yes. The way women all over the world are fighting for their rights and the rights of their people, we celebrate them today. And I especially want to recognize the hundreds of Palestinian women who are political prisoners in Israeli prisons. I have lived there for 10 years and know how difficult it is. They need your support too. They need your solidarity. Together we will receive justice and freedom and make positive change for a better future for all our communities all over the country and all over the world. Challenges are not frightening, as long as we believe in our rights and the principles that we stand for. We have confidence in ourselves and we rise up together. We become stronger and more effective, and then we can achieve miracles. When I was incarcerated, I learned from my attorneys that people and families across the nation pledged their businesses and properties to get me released on bail. When the government refused this and asked for cash, a special one of you donated A special one person donated his life savings to get me released. This is support. All of this incredible support from my closest friends is extremely appreciated. You are helping me to stand up strongly, whether during the incarceration, as I defeated the sealed and frozen cell, or as I continue to fight for my freedom with my brilliant legal team. You will also help me greatly when you join us at my sentencing on March 12th in Detroit. Whether I'm released on bond or even sentenced to more prison, I will be appealing, and I will need your continued support. With you all standing beside me, I will continue to feel like I am not alone.
Free Palestine!
Before I finish, I would like to remark that we all need to continue to work hard to eliminate the disease of racism and national oppression against Palestinians, Arab, Muslims, Black people, Latinos, and all oppressed peoples across this country. On a daily basis, we watch the hate crimes that kill innocent people, whether it's the 3 Arab Muslim young people in North Carolina, or the institutional police violence that killed Michael Brown or Eric Gardner, and so many other Black men in the U.S. These tragedies and other reflect extreme hate that some in our country for Arabs, Muslims, African Americans, and others. This hate is not just for individuals, though. It is encouraged and supported in many political and media circles that we know are sometimes responsible for the way our communities are treated. They make us out into criminals to support the political agendas. So we should recognize this and unite to resist it. Again, Rasmiyah is being sentenced on March 12th. We need all your support. If you go to justiceforrasmiyah.org, the number 4, justice for the number 4, Rasmiyah, R-A-S-M-E-A, you can keep updated on her case and ways to support. Thank you.
Thank you!